All right, so I'm here with
Becky
from
Katy, Texas,
Memorial Lutheran, wrapping up a week of mission trip here. Great prayer walking, house church planting stuff. And Becky, tell everybody a little bit about your prayer walking experience with Mary and how that all started.
Well, I met Mary when someone else had knocked on her door, and she didn't answer. It took her a while.
Yep.
And she had finally gotten to the door, and I happened to be the one in front of it, up there. So I just quick ran up and said, "Hi, my name's Becky," and just explained where I was from and what I was doing. And so she invited me in.
Yeah.
And we got to talking. She informed me about her history, things that she wanted me to pray for. She had some real bad chest pain, stomach issues, and things like that. So I went ahead and I put her on my list of people to pray for, and she invited me in. And I came in and we talked, and she explained to me about her kids and her husband. And anyway, she asked me if I could come back. And
what date was that you first took your first prayer request with her? Was that
Monday?
Monday. Because that's when we started prayer walking, Monday.
Yes.
All right.
And
today is Friday.
Yep. Yes. And on Wednesday, we did another prayer walk.
Yep.
And I wanted to make a point of stopping by to say hi.
Yep, that's a big part. It's not hit and run. You stop, but it's all about relationship building.
Yes.
So you go back and say hi, and how did she respond to that?
She thanked me.
That's so cool.
She thanked me, and she said, "I know that you prayed for me, because
that's cool.
After you left, I felt better.
Yeah.
And that night I had a dream about my husband.
Oh my gosh.
Who I have not dreamt about in 40 years.
Yeah, and God speaks to people through dreams.
And she said to me that her husband came up to the door, she said, and knocked. And when she opened the door, he was standing there, and she said it reminded me of how it looked when you came to the door.
Wow.
Except there was a light shining behind her husband.
Wow.
And all he would do is kiss her face over and over, and say everything's going to be okay.
That's awesome.
So so I only got to stay for about 2 or 3 minutes, and I told her I'd be back today on Friday because of our outreach activity.
Yep.
And when I came back today, she had a gift for me.
That is so cool. So have you opened the gift?
She gave me some of my favorite perfume. I don't know how she knew, but it was some of my favorite perfume.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Becky, I just have to share with you that that's not uncommon. People respond to ministry. They respond to ministry with support. And that's really when Jesus sent the disciples out on their short-term mission trips, the 12 and then the 72. He said, listen, don't take any gold, silver, copper, extra shoes, extra clothes, extra anything. Go into the towns and villages ahead of you. Look for the person of peace. Peace rests upon that house. Stay in that house and do your ministry from there. And in other words, people are going to respond to the ministry that you're providing for them. They're going to take care of you. And you got to experience that. And that is so cool.
Yeah, it was great. It was, and when we left each other, she gave me a big hug, and I got a picture with her. Yep. And she gave me her address, and I gave her mine. And
that's so cool.
She said she can't wait to get my first letter.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
And I just got to tell you just real quick, Charles Carter, who's one of the 2 house church planters, Liberian house church planters here in East Orange, with the apartment complex we're working. We were just over at a new park across the street, found out that there's a swimming pool there, went and talked to city management today, Charles and I did, and found out that churches, and yes, house churches, can organize swim teams. So our Liberian Immigrant House Church is going to have a swim team, and we're going to utilize the public facility. We're going to grab up all these kids we've been connecting with, and so we're going to have a Liberian House Church swim team this summer, and that's just going to be a great time. So this work that you guys have done this week, you're planting seeds, and it's not just that you're doing great work, which you are, but you're doing great work as part of a strategy of developing the priesthood of the baptized to plant house churches under the supervision of their called and ordained pastors, and we work through established LCMS congregations. And so, give me a bump. That's what I'm talking about. That's great. All right, thanks for sharing.
Thanks.
All right, just hit the red